Hello everyone and welcome to Limited Appeal. Today we're back with another Pick 2 TMNT draft. We're going to go straight into it. Our last deck went 2-2, I think. You know, it is what it is. And if you wind up liking these videos, feel free to subscribe and like them too. I could use some more subscribers. You know, it's fun to build a YouTube channel and hopefully we can get some people to stick around. This is an interesting pack because it sucks. That really makes you think about what it is that you're going to end up picking, right? So Bebop and Rocksteady I have been more impressed with than I would think. It enables Disappear as a mechanic pretty decently. And it lets you get rid of some of the extra chaff, I guess, that you have in your deck sometimes. Splinter is a pretty decent black card. It enables Sneak pretty decently and obviously pumps your other ninjas. Donatello Turtle Techie is fine, but he's never going to be a first pick for me. Ice Cream Kitty's also fine, never going to be a first pick for me. There's really nothing in this pack that I want. I don't even really want these two, but, you know, sometimes you just get stuck with stuff. So this is interesting. Because we have double Surveillance Cam, which I really like as a card. We also have Lessons from Life and Everything Pizza, and these two cards work so well together. And because you want to sort of be in like green blue a lot of the time when or green black. And if we're doing Everything Pizza, we're probably doing at least 3 colors with like more sources of mana. So I think we take the Everything Pizza. I think we take the Lessons from Life. And those are probably honestly the best cards in the pack anyway, but I can argue like double Surveillance Cam. That's crazy. That's very potentially powerful. New Generation Technique kind of fits in this deck. Orokusaki I like a little bit more in general. So this is sort of like the question of like, do we want to dive into Everything Pizza or do we want to stay a little bit more open? Because Quintessential Katana and Orokusaki works really well with Splinter, and if white black is open, then that's great. New Generation Technique obviously works really well with the Everything Pizza deck. I think maybe we just do these two. Cowabunga is fine with the Everything Pizza deck, but Orokusaki we're going to play in any black deck basically, and this enables our Everything Pizza a little bit better. The beauty of Everything Pizza is that you can kind of play everything. We'll take the land here and we'll take the cheap removal that works really well. Omni Cheese Pizza is another card that kind of enables this, and maybe we take the Tunnel Rats. One of the Surveillance Cams wheel. We have Dimension X here. We aren't really playing Dimension X's colors heavily, but we will take the land and maybe we play it. I don't know. Like, having a bunch of different lands can really help in the Everything Pizza deck. Yeah, and look at that. We have some more land. I mean, we could also play for Station Commando. It's a very, like, viable card. And again, we get literally nothing in terms of rares, so that sucks. But Courier of Comestibles is pretty good. Frog Butler is pretty good. I would like to take the Spicy Oatmeal Pizza too, but both of these cards enable what we want to do in this deck. If Tenderize or Spicy Oatmeal Pizza wheel, they probably won't. That would be great. But this gives us some ways to fetch our Everything Pizza, and it gives us a way to pay for it as well. Ragamuffin Raptor is great because it lets us recur our pizza in the case that we don't find any more. Koi is interesting. I don't really love anything else here. And we're kind of going to be playing all the colors anyway. I don't know how consistently I'll be able to cast Koya, but who knows. Speaking of Koya, we have more Koya. Playing nobody in an Everything Pizza deck is not necessarily the best thing ever. Another Koya could work, and Baxter Stockman doesn't do much for us. Maybe just take the Foothead Koya. So here we have another Ragamuffin Raptors and a Paramecia Coloniax. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that, but both of these cards are probably playable. I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, the Spicy Oatmeal Pizza actually did wheel. And a Return from the Sewer, so we'll go with those two. Yep. Don't care about those a whole lot. These, I could honestly play both of those. I don't hate it. Shark Shredder is really good here, I think. That's an actual bomb for us. Another Courier is interesting, because we would be taking it over a Manhole Missile. I think that's probably still right. Like, Escape Tunnel would be good too, because it obviously fixes all of our mana. But I think this is probably, yes, another everything pizza. That's what I want to see. And a manhole missile in the same pack. I don't think there's anything else that I want here. I still want to play at least like a game at some point with Turtle Power. I feel like this is a card that doesn't get to be played like ever. I've never seen it played. But I feel like it could really be powerful if you get it in the right deck. I just want to see somebody make it work. We could take another Paramecia here. We could take a Grounded for Life. It's more removal. And then we could take a Squirrelinoids. I think I kind of like Squirrelinoids and Grounded for Life here a little bit more. They just kind of give us some staying power. We want to get our pizzas going. Turtle Blimp I like in this deck, and Make Your Move I like in this deck. That's our creature count. I could definitely take another Surveillance Cam. Or a Mutant Town, actually. Ooh, that's hard to choose. We'll take these two cards. I really think maybe oh, well, we got these games. Go Ninja Go here doesn't do that much. Well, it actually kind of does. There's a lot of things we would like to rip. But I think Donatello Turtle Techie might just be better for consistency's sake. I don't know if we should have enough artifacts going for it to work. We need to cut 5 things. Bebop and Roxy definitely doesn't fit super well in this deck. Tunnel Rats does nothing. Paramecia Colony doesn't do much for me. Neither does Splinter. If he has a decent body on the bottom. Return to the Sewers, Donatello, Grounded for Life. All of these cards are good for me. Orokusaki, Make Your Move. Boya. I think we get rid of Splinter. We might even not need the Paramecia, honestly. And then what's our last cut? Like, this deck is a little sketchy to me because we kind of don't have that much board presence, which means that sneaking out things like the Shark Shredder is going to be a little harder. And stuff like the thing is, like, everything pizza is great and all, but we still need win conditions in terms of bodies on the board and ways to like actually deal damage. So I think maybe New Generation Technique, and we leave it at this. Do we have enough of everything? We have, yeah, I think that's probably good. We have at least one of each basic land. We have 4 red sources, 5 of everything else, and 6 green. So that sounds about right. I mean, maybe going up to 7 green over 3. Yeah, I think maybe we do this. Go up to 7 green. That seems like it's perhaps more correct. I don't know how this is going to go. I've never done an everything pizza deck, so we'll see how this panned out. I would believe an 0-2 is very possible. The thing about the everything pizza deck as well is that like you generally play it and you can fit like any bombs to it. But for whatever reason, we just did not see any bombs. This hand is not good, but it's also it will keep us alive hopefully for a little while until we can draw things that are good. The downside is that we don't have any green sources, and we will want to have some green sources. I don't know. I do not know. If we can top deck like an everything pizza, that would be ideal. Green is also fine. I mean, you already have 4 of our colors. So if we top deck everything pizza, we're just basically... I don't love playing against a Boros deck when we're doing a slow everything pizza grind, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's see the like turn 4 mute animals. That's what I'm predicting here. Turn 4 mute animals. Oh, they didn't even go for the... And of course, we're not going to be able to trigger Donnie on turn 4 here. It'll just be a 3/4. We can Grounded for Life in response to basically anything here that attacks. So if they sneak something out, we can probably kill it. Oh, sure, that's fine. I'll live. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. We have another mechanism. Oh, okay. We will probably just kill them. They pumped it. And now we can play out Donatello unless we draw something better. That's interesting. Because, like, the greedy play here is just pass the turn, play out the Surveillance Cam, and let them swing in. If they have anything with Sneak, we obviously potentially get really punished here. But the upside is that next turn I can play out Donatello and draw some cards with it. And I feel like their plays so far, to me at least, indicate that they wouldn't have been able to play something with Sneak yet. This gives me an extra draw, and hopefully, assuming they don't have more removal, we can have Donatello just stay on the board with a big body. Of course, we wound up drawing the removal we can't cast yet. That's fine. I should have actually played Donatello first. But... what do you have? I mean, obviously they can trigger their food, but they're hovering their hand. Oh man, okay. That's a choice. That is certainly a choice. I feel like that's a really bad choice personally, but, you know, it is what it is. So they should still attack with everything here. And the unfortunate thing is I have to do this, basically. Well, because we lose the Donnie, but we're going to lose him no matter what, and this way they at least get rid of their Foundry. So they'll get another 1/1, but that's all they're going to do. And hopefully we can top deck something that doesn't suck. If we top deck like an Everything Pizza here or a Courier of Comestibles, that would be really good. Top deck a Manhole Missile, that's basically like the actual worst case scenario for us. I'm going to hold the planes just so that we can rummage it away with Manhole Missile. Hopefully they don't play something else out with that. That's crazy. Chrome Dome is a... Yup, that's something crazy. It's just unfortunate. We haven't drawn any creatures this game. There... come on. Is it too late? It's not, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next turn I get past my Everything Pizza. Okay, so that's good. So they do not have lethal now. They have 3. I go down to 2. I don't really know what I do after that, but... oh. I go down to 1. I don't really know what I do after that. Oh no, I'm just dead, right? I didn't think about that. Okay, well, 1, 2, 4, 7. Yeah, I threw that, I think. I think I threw that. I should have done that on my turn. Whoops. Yeah, I definitely threw that at the end there. I don't know how much would have changed, but... ideally, we draw an untapped land next turn. Any untapped land, really? It's like, so often in this format, when I draft a deck, I don't play against, like, fast decks, right? Like, we don't usually see fast decks. Like, I know they exist, but, like, I so very rarely see them myself. But apparently, when I am playing a slow deck, like the slowest conceivable deck you can play, I wind up in this situation. Okay, so what we do here, I think this is correct, okay? I think we play out a Rokusaki on this turn. And then next turn, we can go Everything Pizza into Courier of Comestible. Or we can play out Koya if we need to. But this at least blocks some stuff and threatens to attack pretty decently as well. That's fine. If they attack with Raphael here, I think I definitely... Okay. Why would you tap? Come on. Do I have all the colors? Basically. What do I want here? We have everything technically, but I do need a second black source. We'll do this. And they'll probably nobody here, bounce their Master Foundry, replay it next turn, because they can't replay it this turn. We just play Lessons from Life here, I think. And then literally next turn I can... Assuming we hit a land off this, then next turn I can probably start everything pizzaing. Do I have everything that I need? Yes, I have every color. Improved Arsenal. That is a good card. That is a damn good card. But so is Surveillance Cam. How do we do this? I think we just pump up Orokusaki, right? Okay, so if they can remove something here, then obviously that sucks, but if it's just Bespoke Bow, then we'll block the 5/1, no problem. All day long. And this is still going to be a tough game here. This is not over by any means. I think we just Spicy Oatmeal Pizza now, get rid of the nobody. And then we have, what, 4 mana available, so we can everything Pizza and Frog Butler. And then next turn I can Ragamuffin Raptor. And now, see, this is where the deck works. Like, the deck is now officially doing everything that it needs to be doing, or that we want it to be doing. Does it really matter what I get? Not really, right? So now we get to everything Pizza again, whatever they play, which is pretty nice. Doubly so if they pump it up. Another one. All right. No problem. I don't think it really matters, but we do probably want more forests because they're playable for us at least. How much mana do I have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can everything Pizza and then Orokusaki or Koya. That's probably right? Oh no! Okay, no, I do have enough. I just have to tap out. That was a mistake. I should have actually played out the Koya first, I think. Yeah, definitely should have played the play. Oops. Mistakes were made. Yeah, we got punished basically as hard as you could get punished for that. They have to concede at this point, right? So we could kill the hench bots here, which I think is probably right. Or we could have played out like the Koya, I don't know. It seems, yep. And you don't know it yet, but I had Ragamuffin Raptor 2. Alright, so that last game went basically as well as we could hope for it to go. This hand is not nearly as good, but we will have a turn 2 Manhole Missile and an Omni Cheese Pizza available to fix our colors a bit. So we'll probably get a black source with the escape tunnel just so we can play Shark Trigger if we need to. That's super awkward, but I guess we'll just wait and see what they do. Like, we definitely have more green sources than anything else here, but so I think we just have to not get green. Like, maybe we do. I think we get green, we play the Omni Cheese Pizza, and then that gives us Manhole Missile as well if we need it. Actually worked out a lot better than it should have. The downside here is that we won't be able to Manhole Missile this turn if we need it. Turns out it wouldn't have mattered. We play the Swamp and we get a blue source, I think. Or we get a red source. I think maybe we get a red. No, we get a blue source, right? Because the Manhole Missile doesn't do anything for me right now. And then next turn, if I need to play the Manhole Missile, we can play Omni Cheese Pizza into Manhole Missile. If they sneak something in here, they sneak something in here. Ice cream kitty. This is cool because we can just kill the Foot Elite, right? And that's probably what I do. Because we want to slow down the game. Or do we? Because they just missed a drop, right? Maybe just lessons from life, and then next turn, start killing stuff. Wow, that's super awkward. That was super awkward. I really wanted some more land there. At least one more. Yeah, so we take an extra 4 damage because of my choices. Hopefully I don't pay for that in the long run. So I think we just hit Omni Cheese Pizza here and take some more damage. They are still on 3 land. We just really need to hit our 7th land. So that was not. And like obviously we could get really screwed here if they play out something big, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm fine with blocking the ice cream kitty. If they want to trade with it, if they want to use like removal or something, or pump it or whatever, like sure, that's hopefully not bad. Okay, that could have been worse. So we could just... Oh, okay. I'll take it. Yep, works for me. I don't know what we were going to do, but I guess we had a lot of options. Yep, this is a keeper. We have a turn 1 drop, a turn 2 drop, and ideally a turn 3 drop. The downside is we don't have our everything pizza or any way to get our everything pizza, but it is what it is. Need some land. Give me a land. I need a land. This deck wants... Actually, you know what? That's something we didn't consider either. This deck really wants land, and maybe it could have been right in some world to go for 18 land here. They could also attack with the Frog Butler and sneak in like any number of things here too. Generation or whatever to get some land, some ramp. And their own Oroku Saki. I think those are like the main things you would seek in here. Barrage, sure. That's fine. Don't care too much about that. I got my value. I whiffed, of course. I'm gonna do this, and then next turn if we need to play a Donatello, we play a Donatello. It kind of sucks, but maybe they needed their Frog Butler, who knows? And at least they were on 4 mana last turn, they didn't do anything big, so hopefully they're not gonna do anything big here either. That's fine. Land. So if we hit land here, then I think we just go Turtle Blimp instead of Donatello. Not going. That sucks. I need to deal with that immediately. If I don't top deck removal, we probably lose. Three, 4, 5. So we can kill it next turn, so some damage will be done. But I think that's really my only choice. Like, we hope they can't bounce it. If they do, it at least gives me another turn to draw something. And if they don't remove it, if they don't deal with my alliance, it will be gone. So they'll probably draw like 2 cards here off it, if I had to guess. Assuming they can't save it. And so an artifact and a creature. That's not too bad. So they'll get 2. It's still an awkward position for us, but... I will block that. I will definitely block. We have another Death Toucher. So I don't know what we're going to do next turn, but we have Koya available, which can kill something if we hit land. Obviously, it can kill something with Frog Butler as well. If they don't kill our Frog Butler or we don't sacrifice it to the Genghis Frog. If they just pump the Genghis Frog, then I think we obviously just Koya it next turn. The perfect scenario for us here is basically to top deck every pizza. Michelangelo, huh? Okay, well that's going to get killed instead. I definitely wanted to kill the Genghis Frog. There is a better option. I don't think there's anything else that I can really do with spicy oatmeal pizza other than what it's already done. You have 1 mana. What can, oh, Saved by the Shell? Okay, fine. Whatever. You win. Obviously, we want to keep up Grounded for life to kill Michelangelo again if we can. We'll see if they pump anything, I guess. I don't know if I'd say it was a misplay to tap the Frog Butler. It was given what they had. But I should have realized they only had 1 mana open. And there wasn't really anything to play around there, so then we could have kept the Frog Butler back with Death Touch to block either one of these. So yeah, that was definitely a misplay, but we're almost swinging in for lethal. And they haven't shown me any... it's a 2-turn clock right now, unless they deal with it. And if they deal with it, then they're probably not beating me down for that much. You have 5 cards in you, so... I can see them pumping up their Genghis Frog here. I can see them doing... Oh, okay. Well, that's disgusting. You only spent... Okay, you want to keep up the life, I guess. That's gross. Okay. Well, I really got punished for this play then. For tapping the way that I did. Because I didn't realize that there was only 1 mana open. Should have paid more. Should have paid more attention. So I think at this point we definitely just kill the Genghis Frog if it attacks. So we'll just have to find another way to deal with Michelangelo, which will hopefully be the Frog Butler. And we just take 5 here. And except that if we lose this game at this point, it's completely our fault. Completely our fault. But yeah, I suspect they're keeping up the 2 mana for the Omni Cheese Pizza. Okay, I know nothing. But that is pretty good too for them. What do I need? I have a black, green, red, white, blue. So we should probably just go get white. We're playing another white source now, so maybe I just go get green. So yeah, we win next turn if we don't die this turn. That's where we're sitting right now. And I don't see a whole lot of ways that we die this turn. Like, obviously, I don't even know what they can do here. I'm sure they're going to do whatever it is that they could do here to win, but I admittedly don't know what it could do. But I think in some I don't know, like, they kind of have to make the Frog Butler a 4/4 so that we don't just... Actually, that doesn't even work. And yeah, I can cast the Everything Pizza regardless of whether we lose the Frog Butler now. We'll take 4 here. I think I'm going to sneak out something like Shredder. Won't even do that much. Until the second. Okay, sure. I really did consider blocking, but I wasn't like... I really didn't think there was anything that would sneak out there that mattered. And admittedly, I still don't think it matters. They have 5, 6, 7 mana. 2 of it they have to spend. So they have 5 mana they can use, and I have 2 flyers they have to deal. And then 3 creatures, so... Did I misplay that a little bit? Absolutely on the Koya, unfortunately. But, didn't get punished. Now we are 3-2. It's officially a win no matter what. 3-2. I keep saying that. If this isn't Premier Draft, we're 3-1. But if it was 3-2, we would have lost by now. Be over. Yeah, sure. We can play Shredder and we can play Koya on curve, sort of. We hit land. Unfortunately, I can't play that. It's funny that the way that our land is working is a little bit funny. Because Manhole Missile is like the only one of 2 red cards in the deck, and because we only have 2 red cards in the deck, we're only playing 4 red sources. But for whatever reason, I keep drawing my red cards and failing to draw my forests. I mean, it's like all worked out pretty well, so I'm not going to. So I just play illegitimate business out now because I'm not playing Koya here. Actually, no, we'll play out Koya next turn because this sneaking in has some value. I think we'll just kill this now so they can't sneak anything big out this turn. There's a lot of scary stuff at 4. We'll drop the swamp. Well, but I just drop the return. I don't want to miss a land drop here. And I can't play return yet. We want to be able to shark on turn 5 if we can. Well, it didn't matter too much. Well, actually, kind of. So we can just play out Koya here, I think. And this way, when we want to sneak out the Shredder, we can. Stomp by the foot, they stomp by the foot, that's fine. I'm actually perfectly okay with that. And we need some land. Some land. Because this way, like, if we hit the Everything Pizza, we will just be able to play it and trigger it. They're playing white-black, so there's not I was gonna say, there's not that many ways that they can deal with my enchantment. It looked like they paused for a second there, so they might have something they can seek out that they just don't want to yet. And we play with the Ragamuffin Raptor. Get back Koya, and then if we hit land next turn, we can use it to just kill Shredder. I like that. And obviously, if they don't kill this, we'll just block. If they do kill it and we don't hit land, we're in a kind of awkward position, but... Well, okay, so that's not the worst. Because now we can just kill it. And play out our Shark Shredder, I think. Actually, no, I think we play out our Rokusaki. This is tough, because, like... Oh, wait, I'm one land short. Okay, never mind. We'll just play out our Rokusaki then here. If they bring back their rat next turn, that's fine. And if we swing in with a Rokusaki and it's unblocked, then we can put in Shredder. Just really need land, man. Really need some land. I mean, we could Koya. And then if we hit land, we could swing in with a Rokusaki, and if we hit land, we kill it. I think that's probably right. Yeah, that was very unlucky. But now we can definitely kill it if it attacks it. Henchbots, I do not care about. So I think we actually just play with the Everything Pizza here. And get, what do I need? Do I need anything specific? White, red, green. So I need blue. And the next turn we have a whole bunch of choices here. We can blow up the henchbots with the Everything Pizza, we can gain some life, we can swing with Shredder. I don't really know what we're going to want to do exactly, but... we certainly have options. I don't really want to pump Koya. Because we kind of want to sneak out the Shredders. I think maybe going for the Shredder here is right, honestly, and then doing the pizza next turn. Then this potentially, then I can like do multiple things here. I could replay the Koya, or I could hold up the Everything Pizza. Yeah, I think we just hold up the Omni Cheese Pizza here. If they have removal for the dude, we take 7, we go to 3. If that's their best play, then I think we just win. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Okay. They were playing for me just not blocking in, not gaining life. All right, I mean, we went 4-1 with that Omni Cheese Pizza deck. I'm pretty darn happy with that. That felt good. Won't complain. It was also our first Omni Cheese Pizza deck, I think. So, again, I think, like, in general, I would probably like to have, like, 1 or 2 more bombs in Omni Cheese Pizza, because, like, that's one of the benefits of the deck, is that you can just sort of do whatever you want with the top end of your curve. But obviously the performance was super solid, and I'm not going to complain. So, enjoyed, like, subscribe, check back next time. Thanks for watching.